uneducated financial mindset is make the money, spend the money, save it in a bank, right? That's what we're taught. We aren't taught much more than that. That's like the bus stop that I got off on, and I had to go all the rest of the way myself. Well, really, the strategy is a bit more complex. It's more like make the money, eliminate extraneous expenses, spend on things that you really care about, make as much as you can within your existing profession or create more cash through something on the side, and then save some of that money and then invest some of that money, and then here are all the different places where you can invest. So there's a different strategy. And I think especially with seeing what we're coming into, the economy over the next 5 to 10 years, possibly even sooner, we are having crazy inflation. And the only thing that can really beat inflation is healthy interests on the money that you're making. Now, if you put your money in a bank, it's going to make less than 1% on anything you put in there. And as we talked about before on the show, the inflation rate's somewhere around 7% right now. I think it's probably higher, maybe close to 10. And let's just say it's 7 for sake of argument. If you're putting in, by the way, average interest rates on banks are below 1%, but let's say it's 1%. So we're being as generous as we can on both ends. You're losing about 5% every single year. That means that for every $100 you put in, it's worth $5 less every year. And the only way to beat that is through interest. You need to put your money somewhere that goes faster than the inflation. And specifically when you're putting together a portfolio, there are a few different elements that I really, really like. Obviously, like you want to have crypto. That's a no-brainer. And that's, I believe, as I'll continue to say, I think it's volatile, short and medium term. I think it's a safe bet for the big ones long term. At least Ethereum and Bitcoin, the rest, who knows? But certainly the big ones, certainly maybe even top 10 or top 100. We'll see how those go. But crypto, obviously. But then if you look at the whole pie, you have to think to yourself, how much of your portfolio do you want in crypto? Now, it depends on what stage of your wealth you're in. For me, I'm pretty young. I'm 33. I'm not super young, but I'm not super old. I have some time to be a little bit more risky and a little bit more fast play with my game. So I have more of my portfolio in crypto right now. I have over 50% of my portfolio in crypto, although I would like to dial that down, dial it back a bit and maybe stay right at 50 or maybe go a bit below, because traditional equities, stocks, are another great asset class to have. One, they can go up very quickly as well. They can also make big gains. And we've seen some funds, which we'll talk about, which have done really, really well over the past couple of years. But they're not going to see the gains like crypto. You're not going to see 10,000%, 400%, 300% gains on stocks. Typically, it's just not going to happen. And then with a balanced portfolio, that's why it's like 10% over time. But you're not going to see those crazy gains. But if you look at the macro of your whole portfolio, so you have inside of a stock portfolio, you have different stocks, obviously. Nike, Apple, Amazon, those are all stocks in your portfolio. But then in your overall portfolio, you have different asset classes. So you have cash, crypto, stocks, property, 401k, life insurance, you could even say, is in your portfolio. These are all types of assets with various degrees of liquidity. So yes, so you want to go for crypto. You want to go for stocks. You want to have some cash in your portfolio too. Just meaning, that could be your savings essentially. Now I would recommend you put it in something that has a bit of a higher yield savings. So if you're looking at, for instance, this could be in your crypto. This could be in a stable coin that is being staked for, a very nice return. Having that cash lay around, you are losing some to inflation, but the best thing about that is it's immediately accessible. You don't have to convert it from a stock and wait. You don't have to convert it from a crypto, lose money on capital gains, or have to pay capital gains tax, have to, have transaction fees. So cash is just in there. So you have cash, you have crypto, you have stocks, you have real estate. Again, we're talking about what a basic portfolio would look like. I don't have all these, by the way. I got cash, I got crypto, I got stocks, and I got life insurance. So start thinking about these things. You don't have to get these all at once, but these are how you move through dedication from poor to surviving to thriving to rich to wealthy.